This is going to be the last video I do about cheating in Star Citizen, at least for the foreseeable future. That's not entirely what this channel is about, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. But since my last video, a lot of people have actually approached me with their own stories and footage and evidence and have asked me to perhaps do one more video about it. What I learned from my original video was that people don't really understand how the cheating process works. Not just the software, but how people actually do it. They talk about banning the accounts or banning the credit card purchasers, whatever it is. They come up with these crazy ideas and they think that it's going to work. But instead of just showing you footage, which I'm going to show you lots of footage, I want to explain that process to help you better understand what these people do and how they do it. So this is where it all begins. This is an account reseller website. There are a lot of websites like this, but I want you to pay attention and look at the prices and the packages being sold on this website. These are starter packs. These are the same ships that you can buy from CIG themselves to start playing the game. There's nothing special about these accounts. The reason why these accounts are here is specifically for people to cheat on. That's it. The reason why people purchase accounts that are already bought to cheat is so that their main account is untraceable. It's in no danger. It's a lot less danger, basically. So that is what these are here for. There are a lot of these accounts. This is nothing new. This has been going on for a very long time, and this is one of many websites. So when people are going to cheat, they're not inputting their real credit card, their real information, or anything like that, and then buying an account using any of their real credentials. That's why when people say, listen, we just have to ban the credit card or the bank or whatever it is and we'll find the real cheater. No, you won't. So the reason why this exists is almost exclusively for the real money trading market, or for otherwise legitimate players to buy accounts that are completely untraceable back to their main account for them to cheat on or do any other dirty and underhanded things. Another thing that I noticed was that people seem to think that this is a perfect example or reason why we need PvE and PvP servers, as if somehow cheaters are not going to affect them if they're playing a PvE server or PvE game. Well, I've got news for you. There's a reason why games like Vermintide, Darktide, Helldivers, whatever, all have some form of anti-cheat in them, despite the fact that they are entirely cooperative PvE games. Cheating affects everybody, and it ruins the integrity of the game. Now, I did mention that people were coming to me with footage, and since my last video, this one individual approached me on a, I'm only going to assume, burner Discord account with footage of cheats in action. I don't know if this person is the one cheating. I don't know if this person just got the footage from their Discord, and quite frankly, I don't care, because it perfectly illustrates a point that cheating affects everybody. Now, I want you to watch this clip and pay very close attention to what's happening. Not only are you able to see all the players' names and everything through the vision of the cheater, but this person is taking massive storage boxes and he's knocking people around off the ASOP terminal with them, and there's nothing they can do. Additionally, if you remember from a patch or two ago when elevators on cities and stations were blocked by massive cargo boxes, that was happening because of cheaters, not people exploiting game mechanics. They were getting the boxes, teleporting them to places they should not be able to teleport them to, and then manipulating them to ruin your PvE experience. How about PvE combat? Again, doesn't affect you, right? You're not the one being ganked. But what if the game is supposed to have an economy? Well, this is generating money. In this clip, this person is, I'm assuming, in Pirate Swarm or something. Anyway, he's doing PvE content, and he's instantly destroying any and all ships in his way. Doesn't matter what size it is, none of that matters. He's going to be raking in money with no effort and no challenge. And that money is presumably going to go back into the economy via purchases of in-game items or through, more likely, real money trading. I found this clip to be particularly interesting because the person is presumably using me and ganking my capital ships to advertise for the cheats. In this footage, you will see me being destroyed, which will make many of you very happy, I'm sure. But what I really want you to look at is the, I don't know, that's like a window to the left here where you can see all the cheats and all the things that they can manipulate. But watch how they can not only see everything, but with an Aurora, with stock repeaters, instantly destroys 2 of my capital ships. That could be anybody. That could be you. This is how much power and control the cheaters have in Star Citizen. Another individual came to me with some clips of them doing contested zones, and this group has been being harassed for well over about, I would say, a year now by different people cheating. As of the recording of this video, both of the accounts that were used to go after these individuals have been banned. It took a very long time for those accounts to be banned, which is something I'm going to talk about later in the video. But take a look at the following clips here and observe as an entire group of customers are having their night ruined in this game as they are being relentlessly pursued, hunted down, and killed by a cheater. And there is a lot more footage, but I don't want this video to get too long in the tooth. But I want to be very clear on what's actually happening here. The people that are cheating, in these clips in particular, are all being done from people who are already playing Star Citizen. These are not tourists or trolls from other games coming in to ruin the game for everybody. It's very targeted. Now, there are groups of people that are ruining it for everybody casually. We saw that during the last free flight, and we do see it sometimes here and there. But these particular accounts, these instances, are targeted, which means they are being done by players within the Star Citizen community who have history with the players in this community. So they know all the internal drama, they know all the internal politics, and they are very, very willing to get burner accounts and cheat. This is what you have to be aware of. This is the future of Star Citizen PvP and PvE. It is people going through any length possible to win at any cost. There is hardly anything that these people will not do to win, and that includes what you saw here, which is rampant cheating. It is my prediction that if the course stays as it is for the game, which right now, nothing matters in this game. It's people LARPing and pretending like things matter. But what if things did matter? What if the penalty for death was so high that you really wanted to avoid it? That $40 account on that reseller account that you can just get and cheat with impunity on while your main account is safe probably looks pretty tempting at that point. It's tempting already. People are doing it. People right now who have accounts with values in the thousands, because these are backers, people who've been back at this game for a long time, they are willing to risk that to go after whomever they have beef with, all right, in the game when the game means nothing. Try and think critically about this and understand what I'm saying. And I also want to mention how slow SIG is to ban these accounts. And let's be real, to SIG's credit, they have banned all of these accounts, but it takes them a long time. They are quicker to react to and ban an organization, at least temporarily, for attacking a Tor in-game, like Griefernet, for example. They're very quick to suspend those accounts, and they're even quicker to go after somebody for saying some spicy things in chat. Very quick to act on that level of moderation. But when it comes to things which truly ruin the game and are not part of the game, because blowing up a touring ship, that's part of the game, and saying some spicy things in chat, well, that's part of being on the internet. But when it comes to things that are truly damaging like cheating, it can take a very, very long time. And these are for the most blatant and obvious cheaters in the game. And quite frankly, I don't think SIG is prepared or capable of getting cheating in this game under control, or having it to a point where it's not going to impact all of us either directly or indirectly. But that doesn't mean that you stop supporting the game or having fun in it or get demoralized. No, nothing like that. It just means that you manage your expectations and that you be prepared to face reality. And what reality is, well, this game is compromised and has been for a very long time, as are most games. Let's look at it this way, right? Battlefield 6 had people activate Secure Boot, and there were cheats in Battlefield 6 on day one of the open beta. If a company like EA, with the backing of Microsoft, was unable to curtail or stop the cheaters, I strongly doubt that Cloud Imperium Games will be able to stop them either. Still love the game, still gonna play it. I just know what to expect, as I always have. So, next video won't be about this stuff. I am done with this topic. Obviously, let's discuss this in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching.